guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to show you how to create this makeup look using a lot of Tarte products today. I have been loving their brand and their products are amazing. So many of them have made them into my holy grails. First thing I'm going to do is tie my hair out of the way. I'm using one of these curly kinky bands. They're really great for stopping getting kinks in your hair, particularly if it's just been washed. Got all my goodies ready. The first thing I'm going to do is prime my lips. I'm taking the Body Shop lip butter in the dragon fruit scent. This smells amazing. I've almost hit bottom on this. It is part of my project pan, but I do have another that I'll be using when it's run out. I'm also going to prime my face using the Aquafusion Perfect Primer from Models Prefer. This is so old, I'm not even sure if you can buy this anymore. If you can, it is a really great primer, but if not, any primer will do. I tend to blend this in with my fingers just because I think warming it up between your hands helps sink it into your pores and any fine lines. Next I'm taking Tarte Rainforested Sea Foundation. I'm in the shade Fair Neutral. I love this dropper applicator. A lot of people don't like it, but I think it's fine as long as you're careful when putting it back into the tub. I'm just applying this with my finger and blending it out with the Rainforest of the Sea foundation brush. It is a double-ended brush. As you can see, I'm using the larger end at the moment for my face, and then when I get in around my eyes I'll use the other end, which is smaller and slanted. It's a great quality brush, and if you buy via QVC they tend to give you the brush for free as well. I've absolutely been loving this foundation. It's definitely going to find its way into my July favourites. It's described as a high coverage water-based foundation. I can agree mostly with that. I'd say it's more of a medium full coverage, but if you want to be able to build it, you can, and it does give you the high coverage. Next I'm taking the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. Again, this is very high coverage, although it's very thick, so I recommend blending it between two ring fingers just to warm the product up. If you then blend it out with your finger, as I am here, it gives you a lovely coverage and it really helps to cover up those dark circles. As you can see, I am loving Tarte at the moment. The next product I'm going to be using is a finishing powder. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder in Smooth Operator. It's just a translucent powder. I'm going to be using this B powder brush and getting it everywhere to just set my foundation. It's quite mattifying, so if you're not a fan of the matte look, maybe it's not the product for you. Next I'm going to be taking the Bourjois Poudre de Lis, just the bronzing shade, and I'm going to be applying this with a Lancome bronzing brush. I'm going to apply this in a figure of 3 shape up across my temples, around my jaw and the tops of my cheeks. I'm also going to take the Vincent Longo blush in Desert Rose. This is a lovely colour, I love this product, but it has a lot of fallout. I'm just applying that with a Real Techniques blush brush. As you can see, it's a really nice peachy, pinky colour. Now for my favourite part of every makeup look is highlighter. Today I'm using MAC Soft and Gentle, and I'm applying that with a B contour / blush brush. I love applying highlighter. I especially like doing this and just to see it reflecting in the sun. For my eyebrows I'm using the L'Oreal Brow Artist in light medium. I am using the brushes that come with the kit, although if I had more of my collection with me I would use a full-size brush. Although these are great if you're travelling. First I'm applying the wax with the slanted brush that comes in the kit. This is just going to help hold your hairs in place. Then I'm going back in with the same brush and the powder, which is just going to fill in between the hairs just to give you a more fuller look. Once you've completed both these steps, just use the spoolie to brush it out and to even the product out. Next I'm taking the Urban Decay's Anti-Aging Primer Potion. I'm applying this to my eyelids with my ring finger and just blending that out. And the star of the show is this Tartlette palette from Tarte. It's part 2 of their palette collection, and I have to say I am totally in love. Again, this is going to be in my favourites. For this look I'm using the bottom row of shades. Each row is coordinated, so they're all match ready for you just to open them up and use them. The first shade I'm taking is Sweetheart. I'm just going to apply this through my crease using this fluffy brush. Also comes with a palette when bought from QVC. I'm then taking Rebel on the same brush, and I'm going to apply this particularly in the outer corner, through the V and into the crease. It might be handy also to have a clean blending brush available for this. It helps you blend it out and make sure you've got no harsh lines. There are 12 shades in this palette and only 3 of them are shimmers, which is great because I think most people, if anyone's like me, has far too many shimmer shades. It's nice just to have some basic mattes. You can create almost any warm tone look with this palette, which I love. Finally, I'm taking the shade Funny Girl, which is a favourite for most people. It's a beautiful champagne shimmer shade, and I'm just putting that on a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm packing that into the inner corner, around my tear duct, and just along the lower lash line on the inner third. Eyeshadow for this look is going to be the shade Leader. It's a really lovely dark chocolate brown. Again, this is a matte shade, and I'm going to take that on a liner brush, and I'm just going to run this along my lash line. I'm starting about in the middle of my eyelid, and I'm just going to wing this out to a flick. The great thing about using shadows as eyeliner is if you don't like it or if you mess it up, you can just buff it out and make a little smoky eye, which is great if you're as clumsy as I am. Also, if you have fair eyelashes like I do, it stops you having to tightline. You might see that gap between your eyelashes and your eyelid. That is where you have really fair eyelashes and the mascara just doesn't reach the base of the lash. So filling the gaps in between with a dark eyeshadow is a really great way to avoid tightlining, if that's something that bothers you. Again, I'm going in with Rebel, and I'm taking that on the same liner brush. I'm going to take that along 2/3 of the bottom of the lash line and connect that with the wing that we've just drawn. Note I am only going 2/3 of the way across. This is going to help keep your eyes nice and open and nice and big. If you tend to tightline all the way from edge to edge, it can make your eyes look smaller. For mascara, I'm taking Maybelline Great Lash. This wasn't my first choice, but as I said, I am at my boyfriend's and I don't have all of my makeup with me. This was an old one that had unfortunately dried out, but I'd started, so I'll finish, and it was the only one I had. Although it's a great mascara, because it had dried out, it didn't really give any lift, there wasn't much separation, and I managed to get it on my face. For lips, I'm using Too Faced Melted Lipstick in Chihuahua. I really love this. It's been a firm favourite for a few weeks now. It is a beautiful pinky nude. As it is slightly matte, it's very well wearing. It goes with almost any eye look, and that is the completed makeup look. I'm now going to move on to hair, and today I am going for a curly style. I'm using the Lee Stafford curling wand. Mine is set to 180 degrees. I'm first going to brush through my hair with a Tangle Teaser. I cannot live without this anymore since I had micro-link extensions in. It was the only thing that I could get through my hair. Next, I'm going to take the L'Oreal Paris Studio Hot and Smooth spray. Like I said, I was at my boyfriend's, so this was the closest thing I could find to heat protection. It is a 3-day straight spray, but it will do for now. Now we're all sectioned up and ready to go. We're going to take 1-inch sections and wrap these around the curling iron, preferably away from your face. Being careful of your fingers. Should be wearing a heat-proof glove, but I have lost mine. Hold each section on the hair for approximately 8 seconds. Once that's done, unwind the hair the same way you put it on there, and just let the curls sit. The longer you leave the curls for the heat to drop out, the longer they're going to last. I'm just going to carry on curling sections until I get to the end, and I will meet you back when the end is finished. front sections of your hair. Remember to curl away from your face. This is going to be the most flattering look. All that's left now is for a good spritz of hairspray. I'm then just going to run my fingers through to break the curls up and give it some more volume. No, I haven't done this up until this point. Doing it once the hairspray is in and once the curls are completely cool is going to help them last the longest. And that's it, the final look. Thank you guys for watching. One final spritz of hairspray and we are good to go. Hope you have a great night wherever you're going. And I will see you next time. Bye!